check out that transition with the song that I had pre-planned with Spotify, the Spotify team, to go ahead and time that. I guess I literally could have done that. I could have just timed it. That's not as cool as I thought it was. I thought it was like once in a lifetime chance for that to happen, dude. Anyway, what's up, guys?
That's really good.
Thanks,
that was
everybody.
really good.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you. Happy Moviga Monday, dude.
Happy Moviga Monday.
Yeah. Except for to Jeff.
Yeah. Perar Mabera. Perar Mabera. Hey, what's up, guys?
Improve it.
Jeff, you're in charge of audio. Tell me how the audio is, dude.
I'm definitely not eating my dinner right now.
Oh, good, dude.
Ooh.
That'll be very unprofessional of you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Very uncalled for. Very
Yeah,
unprofessional.
uncalled.
There's just something that smells really great right here.
Doubt it.
It's right here. And so I just keep having to like smell it.
Oh,
You know?
right.
Just checking it out.
Okay.
Is it your foot?
Hold on. No.
Happy Movie on Monday, everybody. Real. I think you're a little quiet, Steve. Okay, thank you.
Dude, shout out to me for breaking my monitor right before we started.
What did you do to your monitor?
So I got this new camera thing
Test,
for
test, test,
Christmas.
chat, water. Chat, water.
Yeah.
Hold on. Phantom Menace.
Smells good. Oh, actually not. Attack of the Clones, right? Doesn't he say "chut chut water" when he's like saying hi to him? Annie,
No, I thought it was. Yeah, maybe he did.
Let
Maybe,
me bing it.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Chut chut water.
But anyway, the new camera clamp I had was clamped onto both the
Attack of the Clones.
nice
right.
display cable and the power supply. So I just moved my monitor, like adjusted it left to right, like this way, because I was like, oh, it doesn't look exactly right, and it was clamped so tight with the camera thing because I didn't realize that it just ripped off both of those cables while still in my monitor. So like the HDMI and the power cable are like in my monitor, and the cables are free. I had to clean the rest of it up. Luckily, I have a 3-monitor thing, so I just moved my other one over to this one.
Monitors for
Rich
days,
people's
boy.
Rich people stuff.
Flexing over here.
Dude.
Freaking the
Very
inner
rich, man. It's the
sanctum,
best.
dude. Should I do an unboxing right here live on stream?
It depends on if it's cool.
Depends on what, Dex. On how good your manners are.
Oh,
How big your
pocketbook.
pocketbook is.
Eh,
Two in a row.
eh, eh.
2 in a row, guys. All right. Check it out,
Pocketbook is.
Ready for this, dude?
Ready? Let's see it. What we got?
Oh, it's Prime.
She.
Dude, that's
You
so
already
sick.
know, boy. You already know.
Turbo. Is that the
Oh,
Quadra
you already
Turbo
know.
RV tram or something like that?
Maybe for all I know.
Is that a
Is
car?
Quadra Turbo R VTEC.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Is it? Oh,
Sure
nice.
is.
I recognized it.
Right. Big car guy over here. Big
Yeah.
fantasy car guy. Big make-believe car guy over here.
I'm investing in that one. Did you say big car believer?
Big make-believe car guy.
Oh, make believe.
This is make-believe, right? Quadra, is that a real car?
As
Yeah,
far
I'm
as I know.
I'm a car denier.
Yeah, they're not real. Birds and cars.
No cars.
Yeah. No round earth either.
I know I probably shouldn't take this out of the box, but I have every intention to.
That's kind of your thing. You never leave
Prove
stuff
it.
in the box.
Prove it.
Well, I probably am going to get a knife and carefully
Prove it.
slice it. I'm going to get a knife and carefully slice it. You can have weapons on YouTube, dude. Phew. What's up, guys?
Nothing much.
Everybody, Jeff, we got a big show for you tonight, Jeff. We got a big show for Jeff tonight, dude. Huge. We're gonna be talking marathon. A little bit of creme des. You know what I'm saying? Creme des. And that's about it.
Yeah.
That is about it.
March has been pretty quiet. March, like, got a lot coming up.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
It's just some big releases on the horizon, but like the end of February was, kind of
A wet fart.
What is this music?
a little bit. But
Steel drum
I'm
lo-fi.
excited because some of the stuff we're talking about tonight coming very soon, actually. Probably by the time this goes live, I would think. Like
Crims
the
Des?
recording goes live, anyways. No, marathon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
3/5. I think this coming Friday, I believe, is the release.
Correct.
Or Thursday, something like that.
The 5th.
So should we get started?
Yeah, let's do it.
Excellent. I'm recording.
I'm recording.
I am also recording.
3, 2, 1. Incredible, dude. Incredible. All right. Here we go. Welcome to the Moviga podcast, where we are talking all things movies, video games, and more. My name is Steven, joined today by Austin
Greetings.
and Byron.
Hello.
No, so, dude.
I thought you were gonna
Byron.
name a very terrible camp nobody wanted to go to when you said Austin's name.
Austin.
Oh. I think it's been shut down
Austin.
for a while. So.
Yeah. They shut that thing down.
Austin.
Don't worry about-
Austin.
Yeah.
I don't know it.
Stop
You're right
saying it.
there, Steven.
I'm going to say it over and over again until you tell me. Cool. Well, I'm glad it was shut down, it sounds like, and I'm glad you guys are here. Happy Moviga Monday to everyone watching live. We would love for you all to join us every Moviga Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern over at youtube.com/@Moviga Give us a sub, like all of our videos, comment like 100 times each on all our videos, and share it with all your friends and family.
Each one.
And change your profile photo to our logo.
Yeah.
And we'll start there. That's the minimum requirement. That's your homework, guys. Okay. Check us out on YouTube. We appreciate you. But for all of you who may be listening later in the week, we love you as well. Just slightly less than everybody watching live, dude. But it's still a lot, you know?
You can change that if you come and check out the
you could
live.
change it. We could love you a little bit more. We'd love to love you just a little bit more. Follow us wherever you're listening. Spotify, Apple Podcast. This is weird, but I'm just going to keep going with it. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all them places. Audio goes live every Friday. And we love you. We love you the same. We love all people the same. Check us out online at movigapodcast.com. Every link you'll ever need is there. Discord, social media, YouTube, twitch.tv/Moviga. We're literally all over the place, dude. The internet cannot hold us back. It tries.
You can't escape us.
You can't. You just can't. But we have an absolutely wild show this morning. And it's really just going to change your life. So, not to hype it up too much. I'm not trying to be rude, but it's going to change your life, dude. But before we get there, it's top 3 time. Top 3.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what you guys been watching playing, dude. What you guys been watching playing? Popcorn, Bowrowin.
All right, a lot actually, which is rare for me. My wife and I started a show. We're late. We're late to the game. Like, if you guys don't know this, this is your first time tuning in. I'm not a big show guy.
But he is a big show girl.
Big time.
Hey.
But like, I don't know, something about the medium of TV shows nowadays, especially, doesn't appeal to me. They're so long. It's like having to watch 9 movies instead of, just like a few episodes or whatever.
Yeah.
And
literally any HBO series is like the equivalent of at minimum 6 films.
And it's great. I'm not trying to say it's bad. Like, I think obviously, like, anytime I commit to one, I'm always my mind is blown by them, of how good they are. But I don't know. I just have a hard time like committing to it, getting over that initial hump. But we did start a show called Paradise with Sterling K. Brown, who is, dude,
a cutie pie.
A cutie pie, just the cutest of pies. But he also, dude, watching him act, like, I feel like rarely is there anymore for me, like, actors on screen that like just captivate me with like how they do it. Like, I remember the first one I ever noticed, like, growing up, like the first actor that I was like, wow, like, that guy's got it.
How does he do it?
Harrison Ford, dude.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And then I started watching Indiana Jones, and then I was like, dude, like, I just can't. I want to watch this guy do his thing. Like, he's so good. From my introduction to Sterling K. Brown was in Black Panther. I know he's been in a lot of stuff before that, a lot of shows, a lot of movies and stuff like that. But that was my introduction to him. And I remember in Black Panther, which is one of my favorite movies, let alone my favorite MCU movies, he was like, stole the show. Anytime he's on screen, it was like, wow. Which was like 5 minutes because it was the beginning and then the dream sequence thing. That being said, he is just as excellent in this. We're a few episodes in. There is mystery upon mystery, twist upon twist. It is much more sci-fi than I thought it was going to be. That's a nice thing. That's a good thing, not a negative. I feel like I said that like it was a negative. It is not. Excuse me. If you are looking for something to watch, it's on Hulu. It's great. So definitely want to watch that.
Real quick before we move on, I also just started Paradise, and Brianna watched it last year, and she told me to watch it, and I never got around to it. And we watched the first 3 episodes together.
Oh, okay.
She's rewatching it with me because season 2 just premiered the first 3 episodes on Hulu right now. Like over this past weekend or something, or maybe it was another week before that. But I have the exact same thoughts as you, Brian. Like, already, like, very, very into this. You can tell, like, how good the quality is. And I was also very surprised by how sci-fi it was, too, because the bits and pieces that I saw when Brianna was watching it, I didn't get the, like, Wayward Pines vibes of this show at all until actually watching the first episode. And it was a pleasant surprise, so I am very excited to finish season 1 and start season 2.
Yes, dude. I'm very into it. We took a break this week. I can only watch like 1 episode a day. We took a break last couple of days. It's been a stressful week, and I was like, I don't know that I can be titillated anymore. Feeling a little overstimulated. So, but I've been doing that.
Too stimulated cannot be titillated.
I've been playing Our Creators, which has kind of become like my new main game. It's just got a lot of replayability. I really enjoy the like loop of like, one lobby, you drop into Stella, and it's really friendly and everybody's having a great time, and then the next one it's like on-site slime bags, just like we're and so I've been having a lot of fun. I just did my first expedition, so that was fun. I will do it again, I think. this time around. Kind of gives you loot to draw. Like you have to like spend your loot to kind of like level up your character beyond max or whatever. And that was going to be the linchpin for me of like whether or not I continued playing this game or kind of was like, this is fun and I'll hop back in here and there to see if the end game was worth grinding for. I think it is. I think it's worth the effort. And so I'm having a great time. It's still an amazing game. I miss Destiny being this amazing and captivating for all of my friends. I still am having a good time with it, but we're all playing Arc Raiders right now, which is fine. And then last but not least, we'll talk about this a little bit later for sure, but I have been playing Marathon. The Server Slam went live a few days ago. I downloaded it. I've been really looking forward to this game. It's Bungie, who makes Destiny, Halo, all of those games. It's their newest game, first new title in like over a decade.
Yeah.
And highly anticipated, kind of polarizing. But I'm excited to talk about it more.
Yeah.
Popcorn Austin.
Thank you very much. So, yeah, Brian, I think you and I somehow ended up on the exact same wavelength this month or this past week. Within the last 2 weeks, I wasn't on last week, but yeah, I've also been, like I mentioned, watching Paradise, which I just started, and playing Arc Raiders as well. And this was I did the expedition for the first time.
Nice.
Also,
Let's go.
I wrote down a couple of things, just some notes regarding that, because I wanted to highlight a few things that I'm sure that Embark and other people said and experienced, but I think part of this was due to the updates that came out with like the Shrouded Sky update and like some patches and stuff after that. The updates added 2 new arc threats, so like a new drone and a new rolling robot, a new map condition, which is like the hurricane thing. And then one of my favorite things is some of the quality of life enhancements. So for example, in order to previously, before the most recent update, you would have to like right click on an item and then click the recycle button to see what items it recycles into. Now you only have to hover over that item and it shows you the pictures of what it recycles into, which is like a really nice, much better change. Just like getting rid of those extra clicks in the menu that were just completely unnecessary. After doing the expedition, you now you get access to extra skill points, the potential for a larger stash, so more spaces in your your at-home inventory, XP bonuses, and some free cosmetics. So it's like, I agree with what you said. I think it's definitely worth it. It's expensive to do the expedition. You have to like you said, donate essentially your entire inventory, depending on how you do it. You can do it, I mean, I think you lose most of it anyways. I'm not sure, but it's like you need 5 million in value or 5 million in Raider coins or whatever it's called. So it's a little expensive. But I think for me, I would consider I would still consider myself like a casual player, even though I do play this game a lot. Like I have, almost 200 hours in the game, but I don't do PvP. I don't try to go for those high inventory value games where I'm trying to loot everybody's guns and attachments and blueprints and stuff like that. I play a lot more passively, a lot of solos. So I feel like it all worked out just in time for me to do this. But now that I have a better understanding of the loop of the game and the way that I like to play, I'm definitely going to do the expedition again, because there's enough time. It's like a 3-month thing or something, or 2 months, something like that. And then in the meantime, you still have trials, You still have the free raider decks. In all the projects, those don't ever expire, so you can do all the quests and projects and stuff anytime that you want. You don't have to worry about those ever going away. You can't miss out on them, which I love. Another thing that I finished last week that I'll add to my top 3 is A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Brianna and I watched that and finished that. And it's only, Steven, is it 6 episodes?
I believe so.
6 episodes. And this, of course, is, I think, Steven, you talked about it already.
6 masterpieces.
6 masterpieces. The newest.
They're
Game
only
of
4
Thrones.
hours each.
They're actually
Try
the
again.
shortest. They are 35 minutes apiece.
Are they really? All right, I'm in.
It's awesome. It's so fast paced. Like, you can literally watch it in a sitting. It's great. And like, these are the most likable characters in Game of Thrones.
100%. It's so
like,
different.
It's so different. The setting is a vibe too. Like, it's basically a tournament. Like, you're with Dunk and Egg at this. It's like a jousting and dueling tournament. And
It's like a Knight's Tale in
know
Game
anything?
of Thrones.
Do I need to know anything about Game of Thrones to enjoy it?
I don't think
No.
so.
Nope.
If you did watch everything else, you would recognize like last names and stuff like
I don't
that,
know any.
like the lore and stuff. But you don't have to. It's like I said, it's like a Knight's Tale in Game of Thrones. It's very different, and it's like Haley and I are always looking for like a 30-minute show because it's so much easier to watch than commit to a whole hour. And anytime we find one, I'm like, oh, sick. It's only 30 minutes. This is like the one show in forever that I'm like, dang, I wish it was hour-long episodes because I want more.
Yeah.
Anyway,
This
continue.
is also like, this
I
is
yield.
the first time you see any of these characters, and you're like, get fully given their backstories, so you don't need to watch any other. It's also set prior to Game of Thrones as well, so it's technically like a prequel. Even though it doesn't like directly connect in any meaningful way. It's kind of just its own thing. It's a perfect spin-off, I would say, because the vibe is so different from Game of Thrones. It's nowhere near as like doom and gloom. I think, Steven, you had the same kind of thing to say about
Yeah,
it.
and also, I'm pretty sure each season will kind of be its own story.
Yeah.
Because that's the way the
So
books
if
are,
you-
right? Like Hedge Knight is its own story, and then the next one is, I forget what the next one's based on, but it's a kind of, the same characters, but not all of them, because it's a different adventure, basically.
Yeah. Which I like. It kind of makes me think of how, remember when like The Mandalorian first came out, and it was kind of like each season was its own like side quest or whatever, something like that. Where it's like the stakes are a lot lower. Like, this doesn't involve all the kingdoms battling each other and like the dragons returning and things like that. But these characters are just really good, and I was definitely a little sad because I felt like it just ended so fast, and
I
we
know.
waited until there was only one more episode left, so we only had to wait a week because we watched everything in the span of essentially 2 sittings. So we didn't have to wait long, but I just felt like it went by so quick. But yeah, it's a great show, a perfect spin-off because it doesn't feel anywhere near as doom and gloom as main Game of Thrones does. And there's a lot more humor and a lot more like
Heart.
color to this.
Did George R.R. Martin, did he have like a big part in this, or is this completely separate from his like writings? Like, I know
No.
it's probably
Well, he
spin-off
wrote.
of Game of
Yeah, he
Thrones.
wrote the books. The Hedge Knight is kind of like the series about Sir Dunk. And he was more part of this show than he was House of the Dragon. And there's a lot of controversy around that because House of the Dragon is not as beloved as the rest of Game of Thrones. I mean, people like it, and some people, I don't know, some people might like it more. But like, there was a controversy around at one point that like one of the Targaryen flags was wrong. Targaryens is like one of the names, one of the lines of people. That there was like supposed to be like a 3-headed dragon, and there were 4 heads on the flag or something like that. And I was like, that was just a sign of like, yeah, George isn't really as big a part of this one. And he's said like the showrunners kind of ignored him. I can't remember exactly, but I don't think he's super happy with how House of the Dragon's going. Nor am I. But I love.
It got canceled, didn't it?
No, I think
it was last season.
No. I think either writer strike or COVID or something cut season 2 short. That's why it ended kind of abruptly. Like it was building up to something and then it didn't happen. So I
felt
think
like it ended right before the finale. That's what it felt like to me.
Yep. So I think season 3 is going to be huge, but that's kind of like where people are with, like, you know, each episode of House of the Dragon costs like millions of dollars, and A Night of the Seven Kingdoms does not, because it's smaller scale and everyone's loving it.
Yeah.
So, you know, ain't no dragons flying around burning villages yet.
Yeah, but if you have HBO and you haven't watched Night of the Seven Kingdoms, definitely do so, and don't worry about having to watch any more Game of Thrones. Although you may want to after watching it, because it's that.
I probably won't. Probably will not want to.
Oh.
To each his own, dude. To each. To each his dumb own, dude. Right, chat.
Yeah. Right, Jeff.
You want to fight?
So the next day, dude, Game Pass. I was on the phone with my friend Reed earlier, and I know there's like a whole bunch of stuff going on with Xbox and the Game Pass price increases, but I gotta say something. Like, Game Pass has been still. I'm gonna sound just like the commercial or whatever. All the advertising.
The best deal in gaming.
Literally, it has given me the most value of anything that I pay for, like in a monthly, like any monthly subscription. This is the one that I've gotten the most value out of, and I don't even have time to talk about everything that I have played. So I only have 2 more, and I'll make them quick because I have my top 3 is a top 4, and I took some of Brian's time, which I apologize.
Wow.
So
and I took
Kingdom Come. Yeah, of course. Kingdom Come Deliverance is currently on Game Pass, and it recently got an update because they made a free PS5 and Xbox Series X version of the game, which includes HD textures, some quality of life enhancements, which I don't know what those are because I didn't play the game pre-patch. I'm just now playing the first game for the first time. And then some other, a lot of bug fixes, and then some other like graphical enhancements, which is awesome. And this, if you don't know, Kingdom Come Deliverance is a medieval RPG with some hardcore survival elements, like hunger. So you have to eat every day, at least once every day, depending on how hungry you let the character get. Your clothes can get dirty, which will affect how NPCs treat you. If you're like trying to haggle with them, or if you show up to like an event or a party or something and you've got mud all over your clothes, like people might treat you
out of here,
or they might not let you in. Things like that. You also have to heal if you get certain like specific types of wounds. You have to heal them in specific ways. So if you get a slash wound that's bleeding, like you have to bandage it. Like you can't just use a bandage to heal your character. You can't just use a med kit. If you have a bleeding wound, you have to use a bandage to fix it. But it won't fix, like if you fall from too great a height and you hurt your legs or your ankles or whatever, you can't just put a bandage on that. There's other ways to fix and to heal your character. And even just the clothes that you wear, like the way that your character presents himself, will affect NPCs and their dialogue. So yeah, it has a lot of. You also have to sleep every day, or your character will get too tired and pass out. So things like that. There's also like a reputation system, like if you get caught stealing, and if you go to jail, which I have been in jail in this game before.
Austin.
I know. I'm sorry. I just got caught doing something it was for the greater good.
That's what they all say.
So once you get released from prison after you serve your time, which you can just skip, like do a time skip for that, you still keep like a reputation for a certain number of days after that, depending on like how severe your crime was. So people know, oh, they just let this guy out of jail, like I should not trust this person, or maybe I don't want to haggle with them, or maybe I don't even want to sell my items to them, things like that. So it's really well thought out. There's a ton of great systems in this game. It is a little bit janky, like it feels like playing a Bethesda game from like 2011 or something at times.
Oh, wow.
But some of it's in a good way. Like the exploration is really good. The NPCs, the main quest and the side quest, like the freedom that you have, it's all really, really good. The combat system is tough. I think it's one of those things where you just have to learn it and get used to it. It just feels really clunky. It's supposed to feel as realistic as possible, and it's just a lot. But I'm really liking the game. The main story is so good, and Henry, the main character, is very likable, and the situation that he's in, like the events that take place that put him on his quest, are very compelling, and it all happens in the first like 3 hours of the game, and then it kind of opens up after that. So I'm really excited to finish this and then get to the sequel, which was up for Game of the Year nominee in 2025.
Oh, okay. This whole time I thought you were talking about that one. I was like, dang, how is he talking so highly of it? He's like, and then he's like, it's like playing a 2011 Bethesda game.
Dude.
And I was like, oh man. I was like, wow, I thought this was like new. It looked cool. Like,
yeah.
All right, no, I'm tracking now. I just assumed
Yeah.
you said Kingdom. You did say Kingdom Come Deliverance, and not Deliverance 2. I just in my brain, I was like,
honestly, that's like the reason I'm so excited to finish this game is because of how highly regarded the sequel is. Like everything about, I've just gone back and watched. I know I'm so late to the game, getting to Kingdom Come Deliverance, and then of course the sequel was one of the best games that came out last year, but I never played the first one, so I didn't have much interest in the second one. But then of course it came to Game Pass, and I'm like, let me try this out, because the second one has such great reviews, and everything that I've seen is just, the second one is just a massive improvement over the first one, and that makes me very excited, because you can see all the potential from the first game, and it's like a relatively small studio, Warhorse Studios, that made the game, and it took them forever. It was a Kickstarter project in the beginning, and yeah, it was like a passion project of theirs, and in 2026 this game is in an amazing state. Like you can see the jankiness of it, like when it was being created, but of course you can also see the potential, and the highs are really there in this first one. So I'm excited to finish that, and then I'll finish it out with another game that I've been playing on Game Pass. This was a day one Game Pass release for a game that was announced in 2012 that came out just last December.
I was just going to ask, does Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, is it directly tied to the first one? Is it Henry again?
Yes. So
or is it, okay.
That's a good question, because I was wondering the same thing, because I didn't even know like who the main character was and stuff. Like I didn't know much about the game at all. But yes, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 shows Henry picking up right where he left off at the end of Kingdom Come Deliverance. So I don't know if like your save transfers over like in the Witcher games or the Mass Effect games or anything like that. But I do know, like, of course they planned in advance to have brand new players, so people that never played the first one. So supposedly at the very beginning of KCD 2, there's a big like recap cutscene that tells you all the events leading up to where Henry is at now.
Okay.
So some people are like, I think it's kind of a 50-50 thing where, yeah, you can jump into the second game without having played the first one, but it's a lot more meaningful, and Henry's story is continuing right where it left off, so it makes sense to go ahead and play the first one if you're interested in playing the second one. So the option is there. You could totally play the second one without the first one, but I think it's a lot more like emotional and like better connected if you play the first one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then, so the last game I've been playing also on Game Pass is a game called Routine. And this game, like I said, was announced in 2012, and people thought they abandoned the project because they went quiet for so long, and they never announced a cancellation or anything like that. And then at Gamescom in 2022, they did like a re-reveal for the game. And then after that, they showed up to like Summer Games Fest and the Game Awards and things like that, and they got the marketing back on and like revamped the game. Of course, it was, if you watch that initial reveal trailer, you can just tell like they moved on from that engine, that build of the game. But what it is a first-person sci-fi survival horror game with some immersive sim elements. So, for example, a game like Dishonored or Prey or Deus Ex, where there's a lot of environmental interaction. So, for example, you have a weapon, or it's like a weapon and a tool. It's called a CAT, C-A-T. And what it is it looks like a futuristic pistol, but it connects you to like terminals and like lets you open doors and use like a flashlight and a black light and things like that. But it's also like a weapon that you can use to stun the enemies in the game. So the setting is that you are essentially an astronaut, and you essentially show up to this lunar base where they're doing like research, and there's nobody there, and the only thing occupying this base are these robots that are essentially have gone bad, quote unquote bad, and will attack anything moving on site. So the goal of the game is to figure out what happened to everybody and avoid getting killed by these robots that are still patrolling. So it reminds me a lot of Soma, if you know anything about that game, from the creators of Amnesia: The Dark Descent, where it's the same type of thing. You essentially wake up and nobody's there in this sci-fi setting, and the only thing you have to do is avoid the enemies and figure out what happened and why no one is there anymore. And the look of this game will immediately grab you because it has this like very photorealistic look with a lot of film grain and some motion blur, a lot of like shadows in the game, and it looks like Alien or something like that. And the style of this game is like a 90s retro tech futuristic look. Like everything is analog, everything is like tube TVs, nothing's a flat screen, nothing's a touch screen. And every time you like go up to a terminal, there's no menus in the game, so everything you interact with is in real time, and you use the mouse. Like your cursor will show up on the terminal that you're standing in front of, and you can click on like emails and door controls and elevator controls and things like that. And overall, like the presentation and the sound design and everything, it's just so good. Like I feel like this game should have been a bigger deal, but I feel like I only ever heard of it once when it was re-revealed, and then I just kind of forgot about it. But I saw that it recently released. It came out in December of 2025, and it was added to Game Pass. So I tried it out. About 3.5 hours in, I think it's a 6-hour game. And so far, it's just like every part of the way this thing looks is just blowing me away. Like I can't believe how good it looks, and how well it plays. And then just the immersion element on top of all that, it's just so good. So yeah, Routine. If you were into like Amnesia or Soma, or if you like Prey, or Deathloop, things like that, definitely check this game out. Well, any of the trailers will probably sell you if that's your type of game. You will love this game too.
I'm gonna have to check it out. It's like intriguing, but you named 3 games I never want to play, and then one of my favorite games ever. So I'm like,
yeah, if you like Balatro or Just Dance 2 or Baldur's Gate,
Mario Kart Wii,
or Dead Space.
Or Dead Space. The thing is, like, it is technically a horror game, but the horror element is like these robots that are essentially like going haywire. It's not really like, at least as far as I know, there's no like creepy supernatural or like alien aspect to the horror part of this game. But anyway, I haven't completed it yet. I'm just really enjoying it a lot, so I was excited about that. And just like, again, Game Pass giving me these amazing experiences so far. Like, it's just been awesome, and I'm just doing it all like on my PC, and everything looks great, runs great. So I've been really enjoying all that. But I'm finally gonna give up the popcorn and pass the bucket to Mr.
Oh, dude. Me personally, also United Seven Kingdoms.
Oh yeah,
just so good, dude. There's just so much good stuff out there right now. Like finishing Fallout and going right into United Seven Kingdoms, dude. So good.
I guess
Paradise next.
Paradise is on the list. I also still want to watch Pluribus, and
I've heard good things about Pluribus.
Dude, Phantom Liberty has got me in an Idris Elba mood. Have you guys watched Hijack or heard of it?
No, I have heard. I heard it was really good. I heard it was good.
I'm thinking about it. I don't think
you
I've
watched
actually
Bullet Train yet?
I did watch Bullet Train.
Dude, Bullet Train
It was-
is so good.
I don't know. Hijack made me think of it, and or like the word, not the. I don't
Oh.
know. But
It's kind of like Balatro or like Just Dance 2.
or
Space.
Dead Space. Yeah.
Right.
Like Amnesia.
Right. So yeah, United States Kingdom's so good. We've already talked about it. I won't go into it anymore. But yeah, excited about. And I just love how like wholesome it is, and everyone's loving it, and it's just so fun. Like it's just like a return to, not even a return, because I don't know. We talked before about how Westeros is just like an unforgiving, disgusting
Hellscape.
world, and he's like a light in it. And there's some light characters around him, so it's a great change of pace. Recommend, though viewer discretion advised. We started Wonder Man. I just like
Yeah. Oh, dude, yes.
my MCU fatigue is peak right now. I just almost don't
Okay.
care. I don't even know when Doomsday is coming out. I just and when I get like that about something, I'm kind of like, if I'm not into the universe, I don't even really care about watching the stuff. Like I still haven't seen Fantastic Four, a lot of the movies.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm either. Yeah.
I'm like, I don't really care. And it's like, oh, a new MCU show. I'm like, whatever. I just can't keep up with them. Whatever. But Austin told me it was good, and I trust him. So
Wonder Man is good.
So we watched it, and it's very different from the MCU. It feels like, which also, at least the first two episodes, directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, who directed Shang-Chi,
Yeah.
and who is directing
Yeah.
Spider-Man New Day. And it almost feels like they gave him like a passion side project to work on. It feels so not streamer show. Like, it doesn't feel like a Netflix show where like it's shot in widescreen. The whole thing with Wonder Man is like he's in Hollywood trying to be in film, and it's like about his love for film, and that shows in how it was shot and everything. It just looks really good, and it's funny. Ben Kingsley's in it. Yaya is in it, and he's awesome. And yeah, we've watched 2 episodes so far. It's not like your typical MCU show. It ain't Daredevil or whatever, where it's like we have an action scene every episode, and make sure the colors aren't too colorful. Keep it. It's got the MCU color palette. It's kind of its own thing. Excuse me, and we're enjoying it.
The color grading. That's the real question.
Color grading, S tier, dude. Steer.
Oh, I thought you said S. I thought you were like sucks. Like,
S for sucks, dude.
It sucks.
No, it's good.
That's
I
good.
like the creative like cinematography, and Yeah, it's good stuff. Other than that, playing Cyberpunk, and you guys have been hearing me talk about it nonstop. But the DLC was on sale. I talked about this last week. Bought that, played it. Oh my gosh, it's so good, dude. Like, there are moments in it that, it's like another sci-fi classic is what Cyberpunk feels like. Like, there are moments in it that I'm like, dude, this is iconic. Like I and I've been in the photo mode so much because I'm just like, oh my gosh, this like moment. I'm like, about to shoot someone, and I'm like, hold on, get a picture. I just want to stay in this moment. But literally, it's so good, and they just nail the vibes and the tone, and the music. Oh my gosh! When I finished Phantom Liberty, the DLC, it already felt very like James Bond, Die Hard, whatever. And the end credits like have an original song, and the animation is very James Bond. Oh my gosh, so good.
Was the song like, you just played Cyberpunk?
You've heard it.
It's a game.
Wow,
dude. I feel like anytime I hear you guys be like, bro, the song at the end, so good. It's so amazing. So whatever.
Sending it to
I'm
you
like,
now.
okay.
Sending it to you now.
And it's always it was. I'm thinking the Rings of Power one where it's like just them singing the poem badly.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't think I can ever get past it.
Whatever, dude. It's good stuff.
I don't even get past it.
Anyway, hater.
Dude, I will stand on that all day. I am a hater. That song sucks, but I'm sorry to the people who made it, because I'm pretty sure like Bear McCreary had a hand in that. Dude, they can't all be. Not in that one.
Oh, and I just said not enough of a hand. If that wasn't.
Oh no, I'm gonna say they can't all be good, dude.
We're getting off topic, guys.
A sneaker.
We're getting off topic here.
Oh, wait, we were talking about the crappy music in Cyberpunk.
Right, you heard it here first.
I don't know. I've never heard it. I don't know.
But I have put 90 hours into this game. I know there are people on YouTube that are like, okay, guys, we're doing a tutorial today. Just a reminder, I have over 1,000 hours in this game, so I know what I'm talking about, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, oh my God. But for Steven to put 90 hours into a game and still like want to play it every day and finish the main story and
it's impressive.
And
play the DLC. And I still want to play. It's good stuff. I will say, I told you guys like maybe my favorite game of all time. I don't know, dude. I'm still. I just like.
That's wild.
Wow.
I'm trying to look on the PlayStation app to see how many hours I put into Ghost of Tsushima, but like it doesn't. I have to turn on my PlayStation and look at it. It's so annoying. And I'm not doing that.
You think it's better than Ghost of Tsushima?
I didn't say that. But
I was going to ask how many hours do you have on Ghost of Yote?
60. And I love that game. I think it's incredible. I think something. Well, I was like, once I finish this story, I need to start this game. Maybe it was Cyberpunk. I think that's what it was. Because Mikey was telling me, he's like, you got to play Cyberpunk, dude. And I was like, all right. So one of my only things is I've said before, like how it's the most immersive world I've ever played in a game, bar none. Like no question. Mikey and I were talking earlier about how he like sent me a clip of something, and he was like, the fact that this amazing moment is like buried 80 hours into the game just shows you like how much work they put into every inch of this game and world. Obviously, it was a little overwhelming because they struggled a little bit at launch, but finished the story. It is like a RPG, multiple endings types thing, and that is like, that's not for me, because I like it where I just prefer canon. I like the canon. endings. You know, if it was like, what if Boromir took the ring? Like this is how Lord of the Rings ended, but also like there's another ending where Boromir takes the ring, and I'm just like, no, I like whatever. So like I got the ending that I wanted. Still not the happiest of endings because it's cyberpunk. But like, I just wish there was an ending, and I like know how the story. It almost feels like there isn't an ending because, you know, and so that's just that type of thing is just not for me. But also like, the downside of open world like narratives or whatever is, I had so much momentum going up to like the end of the story. And then I got to like the point of no return. I was like, "Yo, let me do a bunch of other stuff." And by the time I was like, "Let me get back and finish this game," it was like it had been so long. Like it lost all that momentum and pacing because it had been so long since I like even talked to some of these characters, you know. So it kind of throws off the pacing a little bit. But you don't have to play it that way.
It was a little that way. Skyrim was a little that way for me when I got into it.
Yeah.
So it's like I got lost, and then I came back, and it's like Delphine is like, "Meet me."
Yeah, and you're like, who are you again?
In this secret bar, like, you know, or whatever, like in this room in the bar.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, who the heck are you?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a secret dragon slayer. And I'm like, oh yeah, dragons.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that. And also like, I think I texted you guys. Another like downside is because you pick a specific path you takes you to like a certain ending, and like so all of the momentum in certain paths, just like stuff is never really wrapped up, or it's just like I don't want to spoil anything obviously, but it's things that like your you know, at the beginning of the game I'm like, ooh, I'm wondering like how this is going to work out. Well, the path I ended up going, the conclusion to that original path that I was curious about was just kind of like flippantly been like, and then this happened, and I'm like, oh dang, I guess I didn't really get to experience. And the answer to that is like, well, that puts you back at your last save so you can do all the endings. But I'm like, that doesn't feel like a story experience to me. You know what I'm saying? I wanna have a beginning and end. If I want
Baldur's Gate, dude.
Yeah.
Like Baldur's Gate, literally, like they wrap up everything at the end, no matter what the ending is. It's wrapped up. Yeah. Like it is the end of a movie, and the game is over. Like you can go back to a save if you want to. And like, you know, because it's like, you know, you can pick a save, go back to it. But it's like, why would you do that? That'd be like starting Star Wars, you know, an hour and 20 minutes in.
Well,
like,
my best case scenario is something like Ghost of Tsushima or Spider-Man, where they have the story so that when you finish it, you can continue in the world, and I can like finish up on my side quests having finished the story. Whereas this and like a lot of other games just put you back to your last save. But at least this one kind of recognizes that you beat it a little bit and lets you keep some stuff. But anyway, I'm kind of obsessed with this game. 90 hours. It's just like so immersive, so much fun, and there's so many different ways to play. I'm excited for number 2 for sure in maybe 10 years. We'll see. I'm gonna stop talking. Quick break.
Let's do it.
All right, we take a break. Stick with us. Shoo.
I have to step away for just a moment.
All right, we gotta hop into Marathon because Kyle just hopped into chat with some of the worst takes I think I've seen.
Uh-oh.
I never want I played it, but opinions can be different person to person. That's fine. But I think unanimously, every review I've read or seen or watched is like, this is top tier gunplay from Bungie yet again. You know, they've never missed on the gunplay, but like, oh, the UI is a little confusing, which is usually people who have never played a looter shooter before. Because I felt the same way with Arc Raiders. If I hadn't played Arc Raiders, we're getting into it, but like if I hadn't played Arc Raiders before Marathon, I think I would have been much more overwhelmed with the UI. The UI is the same as Raiders. They're the same exact thing. Or like Tarkov, and Tarkov sucks, but like, there's definitely issues, but I'm gunplay is not one for sure. I am.
All right, I'm gonna get some of this stuff together. Yay! Yeah.
And I'm kidding about the finals. I just stopped playing it. I don't that bad.
You know what? I looked and I had 90 hours in the finals.
I can't
I'm like,
tell
whoa. Whoa, it's the same as Cyberpunk. Which is crazy to me to think that I had the same amount, because I feel like I played finals a ton.
Where's the finals? There it is. Let's see. I had 70 hours in the finals. No, I lied. Sorry. I was looking at the gigabytes. The storage. I played it for 9 hours.
Oh! Bruh.
It was not for me. I did not enjoy that game. Do you know how many hours I have in Destiny 2 just on PC? Just on PC.
Tell me.
Take a stab.
200.
200 hours?
500
in Destiny?
hours. 500 hours.
I have 2,150.
Sheesh. Is that
That's
even...
just-
that's a lifetime.
That's just on PC. You can go to like time wasted on Destiny. And it'll tell you like all of it. Like
Jeff.
across all the platforms.
Not possible, Jeff.
Wait, here we go.
I wish I could love a game that much. I think I texted you guys like I could see myself playing nothing but Cyberpunk for the rest of the year. I don't think I'll get to 2,000 hours.
With Xbox it's 3,000.
Sheesh. Austin, do you have that many hours in a game?
How many?
Brian has 3,000 hours in Destiny.
No, nowhere close. No, I have like 900. If PlayStation is correct, I have like over 900 hours in Fortnite.
Ooh, Fortnite. I haven't checked that one. I don't know how I would check it because I've played it. I feel like I've played Fortnite. I mostly played it on Xbox. Yeah, then I swapped over to PC. I have it on my PlayStation, and I've played it on Switch and stuff too. So I'm like, I would say I'd probably have a couple hundred, or probably not 9.
Fortnite.
Maybe 200 or 300. I think my next biggest game that on PC, I'm only going off my Steam library.
I've pretty much only played it on. It would be an
Gate.
Epic. Never mind. I don't know how to find that. All right.
I think Baldur's Gate is number 2 for me.
I have
With
80,
250 hours.
89 in Baldur's Gate. I've 90 is my number, I guess, dude. But it's,
I have 130 in Arc Raiders.
oh dang!
I do have a lot of hours in Arc. I have 176 in Arc Raiders.
Dang, Brian's
And then I also have I have a lot of hours in I think it's Star Trek Online.
Oh yeah. Oh, Epic Games tracks it tracks it over everything. Let's see. Alright, I guess an update was required.
Oh no, I was thinking of Star Wars: The Old Republic. I do have.
I probably have a lot of hours in Skyrim.
Yeah,
If I could like go back and just
Dude,
if I could
I mean that game came
my
out
hours
on the
in-
360 and PS3.
in GTA.
I do not have a lot of hours in GT.
I sure do. All right, y'all ready? We got 53 minutes.
Yeah.
Can we do it? Here we go. Welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. For those of you who don't know, Marathon is a pretty big upcoming game from the developers at Bungie, developers of Halo, Destiny, freaking pros. So everybody's been very excited about this. Extraction shooters are like, it was niche only Tarkov really, and then like that's the thing now. Like how, the same way Fortnite brought in battle royales.
Yeah,
it's like Tarkov brought in extraction shooters, and like everybody's trying to have a battle royale now. Everybody's trying to do an extraction shooter. But that comes out this week, I believe, and they did a server slam, basically playtest demo, whatever, that people could download for free and play. And I, disclaimer, did not play it. Brian and I had different experiences. I've heard not great things about this game. And my wife and kids were out of town this weekend, and I downloaded it to play, and to quote A Bug's Life, I only got 24 hours to live, and I ain't gonna waste it here. That's how I felt. Okay. So I played Cyberpunk instead.
I can't wait to talk about this.
So
dude, this is not a game for Steve. If I had to guess, like, not guess, but like if
my initial thoughts, I like the vibe of it. I like the like VCR kind of look to it, but also it's a little, I don't love it. I don't know. I like the idea of it, but for some reason, maybe it's just like the too much dull purple. I don't know what it is. That so I did watch a lot of it, like through streamers and stuff.
Crazy talk. Dull.
The
game
dull.
is literally like neon puke fest, dude.
It's purple, dude. And the loading screen in Arc Raiders being like a cool hop in the thing and like zip through the tunnel thing, it's like cool. And Marathon, it's a moth eating grass or something like that. There's probably lore around it, but I would like look up something.
It's you being printed. It's your consciousness entering into the shell.
Don't want to see that, dude. Disgusting.
Oh my God.
It's like a moth larva and a moth eating. Every time it loads, I'm like, I gotta look away from the screen.
Steve's done.
I'm giving my thoughts.
All right.
Okay, take it away, Brian.
So
tell us the truth.
Overall, the reviews, especially from like streamers and stuff like that, has been pretty positive. IGN's review was like it left us wanting more. And that was Travis Northup who reviewed the last couple Destiny releases and is not a Bungie shill by any stretch of the imagination. He will definitely poo-poo on them if they need it. And trust me, they need it sometimes. But the gameplay, dude, the gunplay is classic Bungie. It feels snappy. It's like Halo meets Destiny meets something else. The thing that sets this apart from other like looter shooters is having like a sweaty competitive version in first person. Because like Arc Raiders, let's be real, Arc Raiders is amazing. Like I said, it's probably my main game right now. But it is a casual game. It's built to be a casual game and
yes.
fun, and that is a good thing. I don't mean that as a slam. There's a reason why I've spent most of my time there these last few months, because I'm wanting that experience. It's still fun. You can try hard, but at its core, it's built to encourage like community and have fun. Like PvP is an element of it, but it is not a PvP game. Yeah. Marathon is a PvP game, unapologetically. You are not intended to work together with other squads. You know, like that's just not how this is built up. Apex is the other game I was gonna say. It's like Destiny meets Apex.
Check that out, guys.
Legends.
Check that out, viewers. Don't you want to look at that every time you load into a match?
Is it a super dope thing? Because that's the other thing. The art style, dude, give me it. Give me this. This is the coolest thing ever. I love the like retro stuff. I like the blocky, weird, like.
I mean, at the very least, it's unique. Like you got to say that.
Like, for
that
sure.
Oh, dude, that's disgusting.
No, dude, that's sick.
It looks.
I freaking like
that. That is sick.
It's sick. It's silkworms, so it doesn't matter.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, come
on. They're like bio silkworms that are weaving together these fake bodies, right? That they're shells for the runners, and your consciousness gets put in. So it's one runner. You are the runner. It's very Destiny-ish.
I don't think it's called runner anymore.
Yeah.
Are they not called runners anymore?
They're not called runners because people were.
Well, they're shells. You are the runner.
They were called runners, or at least runner was on the menu. But so many. This is a complaint that I was hearing. So many people were saying one of the biggest complaints I heard was the stamina is so like punishing that people were like, why am I called a runner if I can't run? Like a lot of people were spending a lot of time just walking. Like they're just walking.
It's because they're bad at the game, dude.
Well, okay, so I hear that, and I hear you don't encounter other players enough. So they're like, I'm walking around, and I'm not seeing anybody, and I can't run. And one thing Luke Stevens was saying was that like the one thing the game does is the movement it wants you to use, it like punishes you for using it by depleting stamina so bad. So he's like, people will, instead of like running through an area, they'll walk, because if another player comes and shoots at them, they have to have stamina or they won't be able to get away or something like that.
Yeah, to me that's just called strategy. It get good. I didn't have that problem, and I had a lot of encounters. I was running the whatever shell, the movement shell, the girl that gives a double jump and the speed boost.
Oh yeah.
You get more stamina with her, and movement consumes less. But also, there's again, this game is Bungie. It's about build crafting. There's a lot of things that consumables you can use. Now, here's my other complaint. My first complaint, my positives are the game is beautiful, the gunplay is amazing, loot and the immersion is crazy, dude. After like a few hours of playing it, it's like I'm here. Like I love the immersion. The maps and map designs are interesting and good. Like
I like the interiors a lot.
Yes, dude. The interiors are crazy.
Yeah, it's like the like standby color before like a broadcast or something. It's very like broadcast VCR vibes, which I do think is cool.
And so I like all of that. My cons, my complaints would be first and foremost the amount of PvP. It needs more, or the amount of other squads. They have some really cool things that non-Destiny players are probably not going to understand. So there's like events that happen within the world that are probably a lot more interesting than people are thinking, and you have to play a little bit to do it. Like you can't just like hop in, loot up, and hop out. I mean, you can, but that's boring as heck. If you're like exploring the world trying to find better loot, you'll come across like events. If you do more of them, they'll go like quote unquote, this is a Destiny term, not a marathon term, but they'll go like heroic, and you'll get better loot if you do it a certain way or whatever. And so there's some stuff like that I think people are just not interacting with. It was the same with Destiny when they did it. They're like, these are stupid, and the rest of us who are like vets and playing this game, we're like, dude, you're doing it wrong. Like you're making it worse. It's not fun because you're not playing it the right way. Which is a con. That's why it's in my con section here. Something Marathon does not do well that I think Destiny also doesn't do well is they don't hold your hand through any of the systems or buffs. So if you don't enjoy reading, if you don't enjoy like actually looking at your gear, understanding the perks, understanding what different what are they called, implants and other things do to your runner or your shell, whatever you want to call it, this probably isn't for you. If you're looking for Call of Duty, this is not it. In the same way that like I would say Tarkov, if you are looking for Call of Duty and you load up into Tarkov, you're gonna have a terrible time. And this is the same way. Like if you're loading this up looking for Destiny, if you're loading this up looking for like an arena shooter style thing, this ain't it. This is a competitive version of Arc Raiders that I loved playing. I'm very much in line with Travis's review on IGN. Like it has things it needs to amplify. It's also a server slam, so like Arc Raiders did the same thing. Like when it had their server slam, there was like a ton of features that were not like loaded in. Like they didn't include those, and then at launch they were back. They fixed stuff and changed stuff during the server slam based on feedback and stuff too. So that's encouraging that they have like a fast turnaround on stuff. Because there was stuff that annoyed me day one, and by the next time I logged in, it was already fixed. That was awesome. So I had a great experience with it. If you don't like, I mean, this is sweaty, dude. It's a sweaty game. Like, it's all about team builds, team structure, your trios, and like positioning. If you're not into that, this is not going to be for you, regardless of whatever. But honestly, too, one of the biggest advocates for this is Burnt Peanut, who has been playing it, and he was like, "This game's really fun when you don't have a little B word in your ear telling you it sucks." He's like, "Game's not out yet, dude. Game's not even out yet." He's like, "How are you going to tell me?"
Sounds like
it
a lot of
sucks?
people have
You're
been
not
saying it
playing
sucks in
it."
his
And I
ear.
am. Except for him.
Z-Laner said something very similar. Like people, of course, there's a lot of people that haven't even played the game yet, like didn't participate in the server slam either, that are saying that the game sucks, and it's still not out yet. Like this was all essentially beta testing up to this point, and the game doesn't release until March 5th. But yeah, I mean, there's like from what you would see, like the main streamers like Shroud and Burnt Peanut, Z-Laner, Tim the Tatman Ninja, like of course these guys like the skeleton of this game. And there's just like certain things that like they would say is holding it back, like how few and far between PvP is, the UI, and maybe there's some like nitpicky things to get into as well, but it's just like,
and I think they're right too. Like I agree.
That's all valid. Yeah. And then
I saw a clip of I saw a clip of Ninja saying this is the most complicated menu I've ever done. And he was like where and
dude,
like the tabs.
I don't want to hear it. That guy plays Fortnite, dude.
No, he's on Arc Raiders every day right now.
Overwhelming.
But he's like most complicated, and then he was like, I don't even know, dude. I'm just gonna ready up. I don't even know what I have. It's like some of the tabs just don't lead where you think they should, type thing. I don't really know, but I mean, maybe they'll fix all that. Like hearing feedback. I'm sure they got a lot of feedback for this.
Yeah, and I think also the thing about it is having this come out so close to Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders still is just so big. It's like recently it was as big as it ever was, with like 900,000 concurrent players at one point.
Crazy.
Very recently.
Coming out after Arc Raiders with how much people love it is unfortunate for Marathon, because everyone's comparing it to Arc Raiders.
Oh, I think it's a pro.
Oh,
dude, they're riding the high. This is a different enough game. Like having played both, they're not alike in almost. The only way that they're alike is like the fact that you're like in getting loot and trying to leave, which sounds like a giant part of it, but like the gameplay and the experience of that gameplay, night and day. So I think if you like Arc Raiders, you can also like. There's going to be a big chunk of Marathon you can also like, but I think it's different enough.
One interesting thing about this too is I think some people just very much prefer to play their shooters in first person versus third person. And I think that's something that you were getting at with like the sweaty aspect of this game, plus the 3-man teams, which of course like Apex, that type of game, a trio is a much more strategical. I think Brian, you told me about there's like some study that was done, like a 3-man team,
a game theory thing.
Yeah. Where it's much different than playing duos or quads. Like a 3-person team is gonna just by its nature be like, in order to win, like strategy and coordination is much more required. So
I did see somebody on like a reel say, and I don't know that they're right yet, but I like the way he was thinking about it. is he goes, this is going to be Arc Raiders is going to be Fortnite, and Marathon is going to be Apex, where Apex is objectively a better game than Fortnite. It's a better battle royale.
Bitter
But
butter.
it is not more popular. You know what I mean? Like Fortnite has more of fun factor. It's goofier. It's has more
easier
of a
barrier to entry.
Exactly, but it's like people don't go to Fortnite. I mean, most of the time, people don't go to Fortnite just to sweat. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
no,
No.
There's no big benefit to that. And I feel that's true with Arc Raiders.
Yeah, like you talk about this anytime we talk about Fortnite. Essentially, we talk about like the appeal for casuals when it's like maps, events, the crossovers, like the skins, like the licensed skins. Like anyone could, like any casual player could have get enjoyment out of that. Like I think, Steven, you logged back into Fortnite after a long time just to get the King of the Hill skins or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, there's that factor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that fun, goofy Funko Pop collecting kind of vibe.
Yeah. and one other point I wanted to make is I believe Marathon is going to be the same price that Arc Raiders was on release.
Yes.
Which is $40.
It is, yes.
$40 game. And I feel like some people are bringing that up as a con, like it should be a free-to-play game with monetization, but I thought I was in that same mindset before Arc Raiders came out, but I have completely changed my mind. I think $40 and limited monetization was the perfect way to go.
I totally agree with you because we saw what happened when Bungie changed the model with Destiny. They changed the model to quote unquote free to play. A lot of us in the community call it free to try because if you want to actually play it in any way, you got to buy something. But like, so there's that. But sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second. Oh, I think the freedom that a price tag on a game gives to the devs is worth more to me than the barrier of entry being lower for the number for play count numbers. So like I agree with you that like Arc Raiders was able to be so successful because it's fun, because it's good, because all of that, but also because it costs that $40 and it frees them up to be like, all right, well, I don't have to put 30% of my dev resources into creating skins and monetizing the gameplay in order for us to sustain ourselves, right? Destiny did that, and Eververse is a joke. It's like a running gag that it's like you can either play for 12 hours or you can spend $50 to get the same thing, and it's like the value is crazy off. So yeah, no, I'm with you. I would much rather. I pre-ordered. I'm buying the game, because I want to support it. I think it's a good game, and it is kind of like you were saying, like all these other people. Like it's good bones. It's good.
Yeah.
Like what's there.
The foundation is strong in terms of like the gameplay and the gameplay loop. Yep. I think, of course, the art style being subjective, I think it looks unique, and at the very least that's a good thing. I personally like the look of the game a lot, but just the fact that it looks different from, because you think about extraction shooters, they're all like traditionally very gritty and dark looking, aside from maybe a couple that weren't as successful. Like Hunt Showdown is very gritty and realistic looking. Escape from Tarkov, of course. And then Arc Raiders too, having a more photorealistic Unreal Engine 5 look. I love the style of Marathon.
Yeah.
I think
I agree.
I think it looks.
It's a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I'm a Destiny fan, so I love the like super wild, crazy out there sci-fi stuff.
Yeah.
And so like to me, like the cinematics are masterpieces.
Oh my Gosh, dude, every single like cinematic trailer has just been so awesome.
Incredible. The lore that you're getting, the little lore drops with the factions. Something they did do really, really well is the factions. Which Bungie's always done that well with like Destiny and stuff as well, but the factions feel good, the leveling feels good, the progression feels good. The free kits that you can get, there's like multiple different ways to do free kits. You can go in with a specific shell, or you can run a rook, which is a shell, and you still get like abilities and stuff like that. But you drop in with like a pistol, and you're dropping in late as well. Like you drop in late to a game. So your whole thing is to scavenge. Like rooks are built to be like to clean up after people have already come through and like killed everything, looted, and it's like you're just there to kind of get the scraps, bring it back so you can craft better weapons and whatever. One other thing I think they nailed is the weapons. Weapons are amazing. They're really interesting. They're really cool. I like all the attachments and like different things you can put on them. Also, something I like better than Arc Raiders is there's no weapon degradation. Nothing more annoying to me than when I'm poor in Arc Raiders after just going on an expedition, or having like dumped a bunch of resources into leveling something up or whatever. And then my Pharaoh level 1 is like that I've been riding for the last like 3 or 4 raids is like about to break and breaks on me. And I'm like, dude,
sucks.
I'm like, just let it be whatever. Like it's
I get it with the shields because they're actually taking damage.
Yes,
but with the weapons, it's like, come on, man.
And the cost is so low with the shields. I don't mind. Like it makes sense, and I wasn't even thinking about that because I'm like, and it's just done. Something you get a lot of, very common. The other ones, I'm like, oh, dude. Near the end of my time, I was pretty rich before the expedition, and I still couldn't like repair one weapon. So I'm like, so frustrating to me.
I think going back to marathons, like impressions, I think the reception right now, it kind of feels all over the place. I know a lot of people, I would say for the most part, are like pretty positive on the game, but I feel like there's a bunch of people out there still that are like, Bungie really screwed this up, and
I don't get that at all.
Like it's gonna flop. I don't think that it will. I don't think it's a disaster by any means. I think people are expecting, like, Bungie wanted to see the same numbers that Arc Raiders got, but like,
oh dude,
you said this earlier, like this is not a casual experience. Like I don't think they're really expecting
there's no shot
numbers.
No, this wasn't.
But that doesn't mean that it's a failure by any means. And I think a lot of people after the server slam probably changed their minds and are more excited or more willing to spend the $40 to buy it.
There's an article on PC Game. I think it's PC Gamer. The title is "It went from meh to I'm sold" or something like that. And I was like, I'm in Bungie, something like that.
That's been a lot of the sentiment I've seen today, like on Reels and stuff. Was like, at first I started it and it's like, it's overwhelming, it's confusing, it's crazy, it's whatever, it's stupid, this game sucks. And then they were like, but I stuck it out and actually it's really great.
A complaint I'm hearing a lot is like, we don't know what to do with all this crap we're picking up. And I'm kind of like, that's what I was saying with Arc Raiders, but everyone loves that. I don't know.
You gotta read.
Read?
And you got to play. Like, I mean, but it's the same thing with Arc. Like you said, same thing with Arc Raiders. Like
that's what I'm saying. Why did Arc Raiders get away from it? And people are complaining about that. People don't know what to do with all this crap in here.
They didn't.
I don't know. It's a hard game to give everyone a free, weekend where no one's gonna know anything. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Here's the other another con for me. A lot of the gear looks very similar, and I think that is another reason why some of it feels overwhelming, is because you'll get like the there's like different kinds of like consumables in the game. Like there's the health packs, which they have the little cross on top. There's the shield packs, which kind of look like a shield, and they're just called health pack, shield pack, right? So those are pretty easy. But then there's like the mechanical kit, and then the whatever kit, and they're these like weird, like I don't know, shovel. Like they look like the head of a shovel, kind of things. And those are very confusing because they're like all the same thing, same shape, because they're all kits, right? Or whatever. But they do different things and they're different colors, but it's like the same shape, same thing. I think that makes it difficult to like differentiate. Where it's like you have to go read and you have to know, okay, blue one is I'm making this up. This is not what it is, but like blue is an economy kit, which makes you gather more natural resources when you loot them or whatever. And it's like if you don't know that and you just hit the green thing, like you just wasted it if you're not like going in for something. And that's something Bungie sucks at, is again holding their players' hands and really helping them experience their games, even if they're good. And I say that from experience with Destiny, because Destiny is objectively an amazing game. Like, helped define an entire genre and has been around for over a decade with strong player counts. And people are like talking about it now, like, oh, like look at the player count. I'm like, bro, this is an 8-year-old game. Like, still, it just fell off of like Steam top 50 or whatever, like just now, after 9 years in the top 20, and I'm like, that doesn't mean
the most rare thing ever.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, like this game is a juggernaut. Like just because it's not great right now, or it's not being experienced well right now, whatever, doesn't mean it's bad. But what it does mean is it's really difficult when I have a friend who wants to jump into Destiny, and I'm like, all right, dude, we need to have like a class, and let me stream my game.
I think you've tried with me 3 times.
Yeah, I'm like, I gotta show you now there's loot tiers, now there's all this different stuff, and there's rarities, and there's all this. It's a lot, and if you're not living in that game, it's confusing. My fear with Marathon is that they went in with that kind of mindset where they're like, oh, we'll dumb it down and we'll make it color coded, and I'm like, not dumb enough. Like Arc Raiders, it's like metal springs, metal parts. You want metal springs, you got to get metal parts, dude.
Yeah,
like
Barf.
It just makes sense.
Barf Raiders, am I right, guys? Right, chat?
I have one more point to make on Marathon before we move on, because we're running out of time. But it's a question I want to pose to the both of you, really. So them doing the server slam literally just a week before the release, is this enough time for them to make any impactful gameplay changes, or was this really just them judging like the strength of their servers? Because of course, like, making the game free for a weekend is gonna let them see the maximum number of players that are actually playing. Or do you think any gameplay changes or any changes to the game itself besides just like the server capacity we'll see on the actual launch?
I think they'll be able to fix some things, maybe. I don't think there were any issues with the server that I heard of.
Not that I heard of. Nope.
But obviously some other stuff. I pulled this up. So I guess on Blue Sky, I don't see them on Twitter anymore. I don't know. It's like they haven't been on Twitter in a year. I mean, X. Oh. But this is some of the stuff they were like seeing, and they were like, okay, thanks for feedback. We're going to be fixing this. One of them was reports of high CPU usage, low GPU utilization, some stuttering. So maybe that's something there. I mean, this is just stuff they're getting feedback on, and maybe they'll be able to fix. Yeah. The PvP frequency was something that I think they gave suggestions on like some of the enemies that may be wiping players out too quickly, or like try some stuff like that.
Big thing.
So maybe they'll be able to balance some of that a little bit.
The ads are no freaking joke, dude. Like if you just walk in to like a space where there's like enemy AI in there, like you're gonna lose. Like if just as a singular player, like a solo player, Like they're dangerous. And they said that. I don't think anybody really believed them because Destiny, you're like a god slayer. But like, no, it's like super dangerous. And so I think as people figure out how to fight them, PvP will probably up a little bit. Here's my feedback, my suggestion with that. When you beat AI combatants, it needs to drop way more ammo and way more health and stuff like that. Because I don't know how, but like my teammates were running out of ammo left and right. Like after our first encounter with enemy AI, so if we ran into players, it's like game freaking over.
Yeah,
I
so
had
maybe
plenty
that's
of
something
ammo.
they could fix. They'd have enough time. I don't know. I don't know. Some of the stuff does seem like they would have to do lots of tests to. They can't just be like, oh, we'll just give you a bunch more ammo. I don't know. Movement and heat generation. That's what it's called. The stamina is like heat generation.
Yeah.
So, med and ammo economy. There you go. Weasel error codes. I'm not sure what that is. Disruption of your network connection.
Like getting disconnected and stuff like that.
Maybe, and that's all that's in this. This was after like a day. I didn't see anything where they had posted after a few days, but anyway, that's some of the stuff they're hearing that maybe they will be able to fix before launch.
Okay,
and that's easy stuff too. I mean, that stuff even in Destiny. I remember they did a big update in Destiny 2. I think it was with Forsaken. I think it was called the Go Fast update, which literally like changed like the perception of movement and stuff, which I think is more and not just the perception, but also it was both the perception and the actual speed of movement. I think that could be cool. I also think like other shells should feel faster, and Apex did a great job of this with like all of the characters have the same speeds, sprint speeds and walking speeds. But like Gibraltar's animations and running are much slower than Wraith's.
Right.
So it's like you feel fast as Wraith.
Yeah.
And you feel slow as Gibraltar, even though it's the same. So I think maybe even some tweaks like that could be helpful.
Yeah. And also like this is this is a live service game, so it's not like the final product is coming out on March 5th. Like this is just like something that's going to be ongoing. Every online game is this way now, every single one of them. So I think I would say I think the reception is in a really good spot for release for March 5th, and I think it's going to be a big launch, and I hope it does really well. And that either people come around to it. Like I think a lot of the perception is definitely tainted by how good or accessible Arc Raiders is right now. I think that's pretty obvious. But I like that this is a new extraction shooter that's first person and not third person. I like the more hardcore elements, the more PvP focused, the sweatier parts of this.
Yeah.
I think I couldn't agree more with you, Austin. I think it's going to be successful. I think it might have a slow ramp up. I think Arc Raiders' success actually will help this game, not hurt it.
Yeah.
Because I think it just makes a lot of people more aware of the genre.
100%. Because I would have never been like, I would have never played an extraction shooter. Maybe I would have been tempted to play Hunt Showdown at some point just because of its like setting. But like this wouldn't have been on my radar if not for Arc Raiders. I'll say that.
Yep.
It does seem to kind of have like ill will leading up to it from people, and I would say maybe that's because of the whole artist theft thing that happened. But I feel like I'm not really hearing anything about that. I think people are just so into Arc Raiders that they kind of.
It's also Bungie, dude. Part of this, I know you guys aren't huge Destiny players, dude. That this is literally Destiny's. Like this is the cycle with Destiny. Destiny releases a really good update, right? Like a really good season, a really good DLC thing, or like whatever. And it's like everybody's loving it. Everybody who's playing it is like, this is great, thank you, yes. And there's like the rest of the world that quit playing Destiny 4 years ago is like, game's trash, stupid dead game, we hate you. And you're stupid if you like it. And it's like, bro, it's fun. Like, relax. And then they do release something bad. Destiny, like, will release something that's not great. And like a lot of us are like, all right, like we'll just not play it for right now. We're gonna go play Apex or Arc Raiders or whatever. Like we're out. We're not gonna play it. And everybody's like, see, it's a dead game.
They're all leaving. They're all leaving.
They're terrible. Bungie sucks and they hate you. And I feel like that's it. This feels just super familiar to me. Like the feedback on this, where like people who are playing it and like enjoying it are like, hey, this is pretty great. I'm having a lot of fun. They're not sitting here being like glazing it, just being like, this is the next big thing. Oh my god! Like
I haven't seen any of that. I have not seen any of that.
Burnt Peanut is not like, this is my new game. I'm leaving Arc Raiders. I'm whatever, and like everybody's like, game sucks. He hates, like, you hate it, whatever. And he's like, guys, no, I don't. This is a good game. I'm having a fun time.
Yeah,
that's as deep as it needs to go.
This will be the last thing I say regarding Marathon until after it comes out. But I think Bungie has more experience than anyone else in terms of what they're already going through before this game comes out.
Oh, yeah.
So they're the ones that are most well equipped to handle any of the feedback or any of the issues, or keeping this like, a live service, frequent update, player feedback type of experience. So I think Marathon is going to be a good spot when it comes out.
Nice.
That's all I'll say.
Here's a game that has the opposite of ill will going into it. Crimson Desert has like everyone is just in love with the potential for this game, to the point where like they're like, is it too good to be true?
Yeah.
And everything that continues to come out, people are like, oh my gosh, they're adding more. And then another thing will come out where it's like, but it's actually good. I don't know. Just like Luke Stevens played it. Did he play it at one point?
He did. Yep.
Yeah, because he was
6
like
hours hands-on.
He said stuff like, I don't think people are, if you're expecting like a Witcher type of immersive story driven stuff, it's not that. It's going to be more like Breath of the Wild or whatever, where it's more a little bit more gameplay focused. But I don't think we've ever talked about this game on here, but it's kind of like the discussion right now. Marathon and Crimson Desert. Crimson Desert comes out when? In March, right?
The 19th.
Yeah.
The 19th. I don't even know what to tell you this game is, dude. It's kind of like medieval times looking, but there's like steampunk juggernaut suits you can wear.
Yeah.
It's just like
Spider-Man powers.
Yeah, like you look like Venom flying around.
Yeah.
And it's been one thing after another where they release this thing, you're like, okay, that's the kind of game it is. And then they release a gameplay overview where you can see you're putting your house together and putting your chairs where you want them to. And people are like, what? And then you can like send out armies for missions like freaking Battle for Middle Earth or whatever. And people are like, wait, what? And then you can have a farm, and like it's just... And then there's like other playable NPCs, and the world is like bigger than Red Dead Redemption 2, and just all this stuff where people are like, how on earth is this game going to do well? But then Digital Foundry posted a video where they're like, it's running great, because that was something somebody brought up, Kyle brought up to me and Austin, like, is this going to kill my PC? And Austin, you were like, I think it's optimized really well. And sure enough, it's been like released that, yeah, they got it figured out. And it's looking like, so this was...
That's awesome.
Originally going to be like an MMO, maybe a sequel to Black Desert. I think I could be wrong.
A prequel, but yeah,
prequel.
It was going to be in the same universe, yeah.
Okay, so then they shifted, but a lot of those MMO elements are coming into this game, and it's just kind of like there's no microtransactions at the start. It's just like everything they're saying is exactly what people want to hear, to the point where people are so sus about it.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like...
It's either going to be everything it claims, or this is going to be like a Concord.
Yeah, and as we get closer and closer, it's really seeming like it could be. That's why I texted y'all, like, is this going to be what Baldur's Gate 3 was, where people were literally like, hey guys, we can't all be as good as Baldur's Gate, and you shouldn't expect us to be. And people were like, what? Yeah, we can. And that's kind of like, dang, is that what this game's going to be? I don't know.
I hope so.
Yeah, me too. And you hit a lot of points I was going to bring up in my notes here. But yeah, it's an open world fantasy. I mean, it seems like an RPG, but there's not like you don't like level up in the traditional way and get skill points. Although there is like a skill tree and like the things that you unlock um, are kind of in line with the weapons and items that you find in your gameplay style. There's like a magic system. There's multiple playable characters, although Cliff is like the main protagonist. They've said that. You mentioned the map being really 2 times bigger than Skyrim, bigger than Red Dead Redemption 2.
Dang.
There's, I mean, graphically it looks really good. They're using their own, their own proprietary engine. So they're not using like Unreal Engine 5 or CryEngine, like these graphics engines that are, you know, famously hard to optimize and like corners have to be cut. Like there's global illumination, ray tracing elements, their own like water simulation, like the water that you see in the game. Like this is a massive map, and I think a lot of it is surrounded by the ocean. So the waves crashing into the rocks, the way that the water comes back and, you know, trickles off the rocks is all happening in real time. Like it's an actual water simulation, not like a fake thing that you would typically see as a general like corner cutting thing in a big open world game like this. Lots of different combat play styles. Steven, you mentioned a minute ago, Luke Stevens kind of maybe tempering expectations a little bit by saying this is probably not a highly narrative focused game like Ghost of Tsushima or something like that. This will probably play a lot more like Elden Ring or Breath of the Wild, where it's more about the exploration of the map and player choice, as opposed to like following a really tightly written story. Yeah, the Digital Foundry article that they did mentioned that of like this game has been in development for a long time, so it's actually being built on previous gen hardware, but optimized for so that's like part of the reason why they're able to optimize it so well. So one of the, I think it was Alex from Digital Foundry, wasn't able to attend the event in person due to like an injury or a physical disability. So the team at Pearl Abyss sent him the specific things that he asked for in terms of like play testing the game. And of course, Digital Foundry always focuses on the technical aspects of the game as opposed to like the story or things on like more on that side of the game. So like interiors, the way that they're lit, they're using global illumination, so light reflections and shadows are like all react realistically. There is ray tracing in the game. The night, I think this game has like a somewhat traditional day and night cycle. So at night it's like very dark, but like uses realistic, you know, nighttime lighting, like from the moon, from torches, campfires, things like that. There's different biomes. There's a lot of things that happen in the sky. Like if you watch any of the gameplay trailers, especially the more recent ones, there's like flying vehicles, dragons, or like winged creatures, like things that can happen in the air, happen on the ground. Steven, you said earlier too, like this game just looks like a whole bunch of different stuff, like some like like a too good to be true type of thing, where they're showing you something about the game or a combat system or something, and then it's like on top of that you also can build your own base and have livestock and a farm and a house and a base building system and send NPCs out on missions, and there's other playable characters, and it's just like, what doesn't this game have? I mean, it's a single player RPG, like fantasy RPG essentially. But yeah, I don't know how like the MMO like systems in the game will feel. I would assume it, like, I feel like the Monster Hunter series has some MMO DNA in it, even though it's traditionally always been single player. Some of the systems in that game, especially like preparing to go out into like a raid or a mission or a hunt, feels more MMO style. I honestly just think everything they've showed of this game looks incredible. And the one thing that I was worried about was going to be the performance of the game. Like, if this was an Unreal Engine 5 game, like, of course, this would not run super well. It would be at the frame rate would be the thing that they would compromise on, but they're using their own proprietary engine that they've had built for a long time. And you can just, anything that you look at from this game, it's just like, it all looks really well crafted. The graphics look amazing. And I don't know, the particle effects are out there too, the global illumination with like the realistic shadows and lighting effects. I just don't know. I just, from everything I've seen, I don't have anything to complain about. I don't know how this game could not be amazing from everything.
I think they made the important things look good and the non-important things look fine. You know what I mean? Like, I was watching, if you're joining us live, we had some gameplay running while we were talking, and it's like some of the like conversational stuff, I'm like, this looks like Witcher 3 style graphics. Like, it's not crazy impressive or anything. And that's not a slam, because who cares? That's like a percent of the game. But then when you're like right now, like he's walking around and there's this giant tree monster and the lights like going through, or like anytime you're actually playing or doing anything, it's like, this looks sick, you know, like, or you're walking through a space. So like, I value that personally. It was always like something a little disappointing to me back in the old gen stuff, like PS2, when I'm playing like Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2, where it's like it goes to a cutscene and it's like the most amazing graphics I've ever seen in my life as a 15-year-old. And then you go back to like PS2 graphics, and like, to me it's just like, this looks like God of War did it too, where it's like, you know, obviously that game looks incredible, but it's like they brought the ceiling and the floor, you know, appropriately down and up to where it's all in engine and done well, where it's like, some of the cinematic stuff might have looked a little like it was in a game, but it's because it is, and break the immersion. But so I'm glad to see like the fingerprints of like what looks like smart development. You know, this looks awesome. I'm in. My hype is up. I didn't know about this game at all until you sent it to us. Like this. This was brand new to me.
And it's like there's a Juggernaut steampunk thing. It's just like one thing after, not even just like the gameplay, you know, whatever, like, you can do Farm Simulation 2. It's like the different powers and everything. It's like, oh my gosh, he can fly, but he's also got a grapple, and you can be a steampunk thing.
You can get flying mounts, like he's riding on a dragon in the scene before.
Dude. Super cool. So let me pull up the official.
Mech is like the only thing so far that I've seen that I'm like, nah.
It's almost like, for me, a little bit too all over the place. Like, I wish they would have just kind of. Yeah, I wish they. It's almost like how Brooks isn't gonna like this. Like how Mario Odyssey was like polygonal food level, and then dinosaur level, and then humanoid New York City level. It's like pick something, you know. So this is like fantasy, medieval, also sci-fi. It's I don't know. It's just you know, whatever. I can't judge it because I don't know. But the description
world
on Steam
might justify those things. But it's hard.
The description on Steam says Crimson Desert is an open-world action-adventure game set in the beautiful yet brutal continent of Pywell. Embark on a journey as the Greymane Cliff and restore what has been lost, explore uncharted lands, fight against threats that stand in your way, and discover the wonders the world has in store. That doesn't tell me anything about what exactly it is.
Did they just copy the description of Moviga podcast?
I think they did, actually. Every link you'll ever need on this page.
You know, real quick, one thing I do really like as of right now, like before the game is out, without playing it or a demo or anything, I like that the third-person camera is like zoomed out a tiny little bit.
Dude, yes.
Yes.
I think you can see a lot more, and I feel like if you're fighting a group of enemies, that just like helps a lot. And not to say that like in the way that Ghost of Yote and Ghost of Tsushima does it is like not as good, but I just like that it's different and that you can see more. I feel like that's
I
cool,
totally
especially
agree.
like the magic and like the other abilities that you have. Like it makes sense to pull the camera back and let you see a little bit more.
I'm not sure what game started it, but we kind of got to that, like, it's more cinematic to be a little bit closer and have you like slightly off
Over the
center.
shoulder.
Yeah, over the shoulder.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah.
I'm in between
Oh,
that
God of War.
and like World of Warcraft. Like World of Warcraft, I'm not trying to be way up in the sky and you're a tiny little dot on my screen. So I totally agree. I think the camera is in a great place.
It had to be like Last of Us or something that like popularized that like over the shoulder kind of.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's been a thing for like a while. Last of Us, Resident Evil. I'm trying to think of
Yeah,
other
Resident Evil
games.
4 has the pretty close like camera right behind, and then I feel like a lot of survival
1886. Order 1886 is what it was.
Yeah. And, and then God of War 2018.
Yeah,
you know, that's
pretty
right
close
up
to
there
him.
too. Goes to,
I remember, I think GTA 4 had the car a little bit closer and like off to the left a little bit, and I was so used to
awful.
like just in the middle. Yeah, dude, that was tough to get used to.
I hate it, dude. I'm still trudging through GTA 4 since now it'll work.
GTA 5. You're in GTA 5, dude.
Oh, 5.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I hate the car on that one too then.
Oh, rip.
Like the way it's like just a hair too close and too flat. Like I need it to be up a little bit. And so I literally like drive because I'm playing on controller, and I literally have to like pull my thumbstick back a hair.
Oh, I do that all the time. I'm always looking
And,
around.
like, it's the worst.
Yeah. Okay, real quick. Maybe this will be a little cleared up a little bit. A quick description of the game: a devastating ambush in the deep of night by their sworn enemies, the Blackbears, leaves members of the Greymanes dead or scattered across the continent. Cliff, having lost his Greymane comrades, his family, in all but name, is determined to reunite with the survivors, rebuild the fallen Greymanes, and reclaim what was lost. But on a journey where alliances are forged, dangers abound, and mysterious factions are uncovered, Cliff will come to realize that an unprecedented threat and a destiny greater than he imagined await him. Tell me why there are lightning cubes and venom wings in this game. I just can't. I can't find an answer on that, but I guess we'll find out.
Here's the thing. Go ahead.
I was just going to say something you mentioned earlier is like this was originally being developed as an MMO. And I think that's a very common thing to have very different styles of like the different expansions. And like when something new comes out in an MMO, it could be completely different from the base game. And maybe they just kept like each biome or each area, each like region has its own style or is at a different place in its like evolution or its technology or something like that, and maybe they just kept it. Maybe it's better to have like a wide variety of things that don't mesh, so like then you have more like things that are different, like things feel fresh when you go, like things are more distinct is what I'm getting at. Like if you go to a region, the style of this region isn't just we have a blue flag instead of a red flag. We have robots when you guys have horses, something like that.
Or Halo Infinite,
That's
where
just
the entire map looks exactly the same.
But you have a grapple hook in that game.
Oh, true.
A grapple hook too.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. I think the thing I hate most about this is the protagonist's name.
Yeah, what an idiot. Cliff.
It's like
Keith.
everything about this man.
Stormborn
it's like extraordinary.
hero.
And it's like you adventure as the Greymane, Dale. All right, bud. Cool.
My name
John
is
Desert.
Ryan. John Desert.
Yeah. I feel the same way with like Dune sometimes, where it's like he's
Paul
Lord
and Duncan.
All. Yeah, like
Duncan, Idaho.
deceiving an entire
Duncan,
planet into thinking that he's their savior. Paul.
Okay.
LOL. What up, Paulie?
My name
His dad's name is Leto. Like that's dope.
Duke.
Like,
Wait, Duke is his title,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, Leto
Yeah,
Atreides.
Duke.
Okay.
Oh, Arrakis. What was the place before that?
Yeah.
Was their planet before that?
You asking the wrong man.
I
Duke
feel like it starts with a C.
Atreides of Coruscant. Samsonite. That's what it was, dude. Well,
Is it Kaladin?
maybe Caladan. Caladan sounds right.
Yeah.
Casimir.
That's it. Which I was about to say that. Is that it? I gotta look. But
Caladan
anyway.
sounds right. I think so.
But that's also like almost like I'm reading The Way of Kings right now, and one of the main characters' names is Kaladin. So.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I don't know. Anyway, all
But
right.
it says it.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Okay, lit.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. Stick with us. We'll be right back. Austin said, I ain't waiting no more. I'm taking my break now. I'm taking my break now.
You breaking?
Yeah,
You
we're
breaking?
We on break, dude. We're breaking up.
Yeah, we broke. We broke.
You want to get right back into it? It's already 10:03.
Yeah, let's do it.
Here we go. Welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Crazy week. Not really. Crazy month. Lots to come this month. We didn't even get into Phil Spencer resigning.
Oh my god, dude.
Sony shutting down Blue Point Games.
Blue Point. Yeah.
And the God of War first.
I don't
look.
want to talk about it.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't want to talk about any of that.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither, dude.
None of it.
Dude, it's all depressing.
I'll tell you what. You guys talk to us about it. Hop on our Discord. You can find that at movigapodcast.com. Tell us what you think of the God of War first look and how you feel about everybody's best friend Phil resigning? Question mark. Check us out at movigapodcast.com. Every link you'll ever need in life is there. Socials, Discord, twitch.tv/Moviga. Follow us wherever you listen to podcasts. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all them places. Other places. iHeartRadio or something. I don't remember. We're in a bunch of places. Give us a like. We appreciate it. We'd love for you to have us on your phone or TV live every Moviga Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern at youtube.com/@MovigaPodcast. And while you're there, subscribe to us, like the stream. We'd appreciate it. For those who may be watching later, throw some comments in the chat and in the not chat in the comment section. Your thoughts on Marathon? Are you going to play it? Crimson Desert? Are you going to play it?
Heck yeah.
Why does Kratos look like that in the TV show? And
dude, everybody's talking about Kratos, and I'm looking at like Atreus. I'm like, he looks like my son if my son were younger.
Hey, they're trying to avoid Stranger Things. 40-year-olds playing high schoolers.
Well, but I'm like Atreus is like what? Like he's got to be like 10. Like that kid looks 4. Like I'm not saying he's bad. It's not his fault that looks young, but I'm just
young.
Like,
Yeah.
Dude, grow
a lot
up,
of human
dude.
beings
Like seriously,
from
just grow up, kid.
a lot of human beings,
Yeah, I think Homeboy needs to
including the one that played him.
get back in the gym a little while longer and pump some more iron. The creator of God of War said he looks like somebody pooping in the woods in that picture.
Yeah.
Because like in that moment in the game, they're like hunting, and he's like, it's a very tender moment, and he's just like hunched over a little bit, like, what you got there? Anyway, I don't know. I have lots of thoughts on it.
Yeah, I love. What was it? Ryan Hurst said like, "Don't believe everything you see online." I'm like,
what does that mean? Yeah, what does that mean?
Post it.
It's like I think he means like all the haters, I guess, because that's an official look. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, hop in Discord. Tell us what you think about that. I think that's it. We're wrapping it up. GG's, boys. Thank you all for listening or watching. Lee, appreciate you. Fearless editor. Everyone, we love you. We'll talk to you again soon. Have a great week. Bye.
Hey.
Post show. Hump day, yeah.
Dude, we need to make like a Moviga like post show, like an official post show, and like have like you can subscribe.
Like Clay Aiken come on. Oh yeah, you're right.
Like you have to be subscribed. You don't have to pay, but It's like you have to be subscribed to see it or something. I don't know. If like a YouTube member, but have like a free tier, or like a 50 cents a month tier.
$50 billion a month.
Yeah, dude. For a little more time with your boys. GG's. Is Marathon? I think Marathon's open for like a couple more hours, maybe. I don't really know.
Literally, I think like a couple more hours. I don't think it's. I already uninstalled the Server Slam because I was like, I got what I wanted.
Yeah.
Pre-ordered. So.
Yeah. That's gonna do it. Everybody, thanks for watching. I already said all the stuff. Go do all the stuff. Have a great week, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.